In order to G5 yourself, what you want to do is go to your link, so retail.totallifechanges.com/whatever your name is, and then you're going to go to shop, and you're basically going to purchase just like you would as if you were a normal customer. So for this example, I'm going to go ahead and purchase some tea. So I'm going to add this to my cart, and then I'm going to go to view cart, checkout, and then what I'm going to want to do is create a new account. So I'm going to click on create account, and it's going to ask if the sponsor's name that I'm purchasing from is correct, which it is. So this is me, and this is the account that I want to purchase from. So you want to confirm that this is the sponsor. And then I'm going to go ahead and put in a name. And again, this does not have to be a real name. So I'm going to just make up names. So Mika. And then I'm going to put in an email address. And again, this does not need to be real either. Now, when putting in the email, even though you don't have to use a real email, the system, TLC system, cannot have the same email, otherwise it will reject it, right? Because it needs to be a new customer. It can't be an existing customer, otherwise it is going to reject it. Okay, so you want to make sure that it's a brand new email, and of course a new username. And then here you want to put the shipping address, so where you want the item shipped to. So in this case, you want it shipped to your home address, whatever your home address is, because this is going to be an order that you are sending to yourself. Now, once you've created an account, you'll still be able to see what you have in your cart. And so you can again go to view cart, then go to checkout, and this time you want to sign in. So here's my order. You just want to click that I acknowledge and understand the refund policy. Now you want to select your payment method. So I'm going to click on credit card and add a card. And then the card information that you're going to be adding is your card, of course, because you're going to be the one paying for the item. Once you've filled in your payment information, you're going to click pay with this card, and then the page should refresh and you should see your payment information underneath the payment section. And then you're just going to go ahead and click on this checkbox right here and click on place your order. If you click on order history, you'll be able to see your order that you just placed and that it went through. So now that we've done this, we're going to go ahead and we're going to log out of this account and we're going to do it again. So we're going to go back to our website. Make sure that you are on your site, and you're going to go ahead and select your next product. And I'm going to be selecting the same product again. I'm going to go to checkout, and I'm going to be prompted to create an account. Confirm that this is my sponsor, put in my name, and again, we want to use a different name every time. Now, if you try and put the same email that you just used, it will let you know that this email is not available, right? So you can't use the same email twice. So now we're going to go ahead and use a different email for this. And again, you can make up the email. It can be anything. You don't have to check off these boxes, of course, because you're not actually going to receive the email since this is a fake email account. And again, we're going to be putting in a new username, same password, same address. So again, just to recap, we've used a different name. So I still did Mika, but the last name was Order 2. And then the email was different. So I made this email up, Mika Order 1, Mika Order 1. I didn't check these boxes because of course it's a fake email, so I don't need to. And then I put my own phone number so that I can receive a notification when the item is shipped. And then I went ahead and put my date of birth. It can be a fake date of birth, doesn't matter. And then you can put your username. And the username has to be different than the username you used previously. And of course, it needs to be available. and then a password. I'd like to keep the passwords the same so I don't forget, so I can log into those accounts if I need to for any reason. And then the address, of course, is my address because that's where I want it shipped to. And I check this box and I submit the registration. Then it redirects me to this page where I can then go and look in my cart. And then I can go to checkout. And of course, I want to log in with the new username and password that I just created. Then we're going to go ahead and do the same thing and add a credit card and put in the same credit card information. Then click pay with this card, check the box, and place your order. Now you can look at the order history. And you can see it's gone through. Now, for any reason, if you get a red box with a reference code for you to process the order, you need to call the TLC customer service. Make sure you write that number down because the order will not be processed until you contact them and give them that information. So because you're allowed to order in this manner, you can do all 5 orders at once and simply give them a call with all 5 reference numbers if you have 5 reference numbers. In this case, for this particular example, I'm not receiving a red box, but I have in the past. And what I did is I simply wrote down the reference number and I called TLC and gave them all of the reference numbers and the information for each customer. So you definitely want to make sure that you're keeping track of the reference numbers and you know what you ordered. They're going to ask you a few questions over the phone just to make sure that your credit card is not being used in a fraudulent manner. Okay. So from the back end, when you go to My Business, you can go ahead and click on Personally Sponsored Retail Customers, and you'll see the new retail customers that you have added along with the last order date, so you can confirm that the order has gone through. If you do not see a last order date, that means that the order has not been processed.